anyone aged under 18 will no longer be able to get intimate piercings in Wales. The move comes after a third of people aged 16 to 24 reported complications from body piercings in the past year. Most of these problems were caused by people not cleaning their piercings correctly, either because they didn't know how to or were given the wrong cleaning products. I went down to Studio 11 Tattoo and Piercing Studio in Chatham to learn how to keep new piercings from getting infected.
I make a real big deal about aftercare and about sort of not touching, only ever touch it with clean hands, make sure you're sort of washing it with salt water, eating well, like really important to have like a good high protein, lots of fruit and vegetables, lots of good vitamins to help your body to heal itself. And just keeping it really clean, really. Some places sort of recommend that you use harsh cleaners and hydrogen peroxide. They're not good because you're irritating the piercing channel that way. You're washing away sort of the good skin cells along with the bad. Your body's really good at looking after itself. You can heal really well. So you've got to let it do its thing, really, and just sort of gentle washing with a 0.9% sodium chloride solution is really good. Piercings aren't to be undertaken lightly. You're making a wound in your body and you've got to look after that properly.
The legislation also makes sure that people getting piercings are old enough to consent. In England, there's no legal minimum age for piercings. As long as you or your parents can give consent, you can get pierced wherever you want. Amongst younger people, this can cause many issues, not only because of infections, but because younger children are more likely to touch piercings and because their bodies are still developing. Shannon Peck got her ears pierced when she was only 10 years old and struggled with infection.
Well, when I was 10, I was a little kid wanting my first piercing, so I'm nagging at my mum, let me go get my ears pierced, let me go get my ears pierced, let me go get my ears pierced, so I wore her down. So we went to the closest place we could, which was like this little indoor market stall that didn't even have a name on the top. Should have been warning signs then. So I got my ears pierced there. I didn't think much of it. A few days later, my ears felt really swollen. So I went to my mum and my earlobe had swollen so much that it almost enveloped the earring. And we ended up with having to take it out then and there because you could see how bad it was. So I had my dad with pliers on either side of the earring, on the front and the back, pulling it out. I've had multiple piercings done since then, and I've learnt to go to really reputable places, make sure it has a health certificate in view. Don't go to somewhere that's just going to do it cheap.
So do you think there should be a piercing ban in the rest of the UK? Let us know on social media by tagging us at Kent Echo News. This is Berni Botto for Kent Echo News in Chatham.